But the thing now is this, I mean, you did talk about calls coming into your phone, congratulating you for the...
wishing me well.
For the
praying
courage
for me.
to even dare to dream.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a really tall ambition. So maybe that's why some people are dismissing it and saying, this is an impossibility. I mean, why would you even want to attempt something you know you might not even achieve?
Well, they think very little of themselves. I own a school, and I have children who come to that school every year. The first thing I tell them when they come to the school is how to view winning, how to win. I teach them about failure and about losing. I tell them, and I'm telling all Nigerians now, go Google search the story of a lady called Julie Moss, Julie Moss. Read her story. Look at Nigerian girls in 1992 when they went to the Barcelona Olympics. They didn't win gold. But in the year 2006, when they were celebrating the centennial of the Olympics, they picked their picture. That was what was shown on CNN, advertising the essence of the Olympics, to show what it means to win. These girls did not win gold. They did not win silver. They came third. But it was the manner of their winning, of their coming third, that defined what winning truly is. The caption was, you do not have to come first to be a winner. Do you know that even contesting the FIFA elections, I do not have to win it to make the points that I truly want to make?
Tell us very quickly, because some will be wondering, especially those who knew you in your playing days, if you have any kind of football administration skills regionally, on the continent, or internationally.
Absolutely. Well, for 8 years I served on a committee in CAF. For 8 years I served as a member of the Nigeria Football Federation. For most of my life since I left football, I've been managing clubs, from Shooting Stars to Gateway Football Club. I'm the manager now of First Bank Football Club. I own my own club. I'm the chairman of the local government football council of my area. I'm a member of the football family. I've done more things in football than most people alive today. I've covered the entire spectrum of the game, more than any other Nigerian. And I can tell you, it cuts across. It's not just about the game itself. The game is what you play on the field. And if you look at even FIFA, there's nothing wrong with the game. The game is going on and healthy. The area that is problematic is very, very small. And it is about the leadership, the integrity of the person, the integrity of their activities.
Is that what you hope to bring to the game?
Absolutely.
How do you hope to do that? Well,
you see, people are focusing too much on the money and the power in FIFA. That is the problem. Money and power. Where the resources come from, how it is shared. That's why you talk of Qatar and all those things and all that. Meanwhile, there's a whole world out there who are the true people in football, who are impoverished, who should be enjoying it, who should be celebrating it, that are left out completely. Go to Brazil, go to South Africa. These are countries that hosted the World Cup. There are whole communities that are suffering as a result of that. In 2010, we wanted 5 countries in West Africa to host the World Cup. In 2003, led by Nigeria. It was a fantastic idea that Sepp Blatter bought. This was going to help 5 countries, Nigeria, Ghana, Togo, Benin. Nigerians shut it down because they didn't know what had gone on. And they gave it to a South Africa that benefited. Nigeria didn't benefit. 5 countries could have benefited. Our monorail system in West Africa could have been completed. 7-year project. The super highways would have been completed. We wanted eco-currency, 1 currency for the region, 1 visa for the region. It was all part of the ECOWAS dream, which the World Cup could have helped us to facilitate and accelerate, but people didn't understand it. They were looking at the World Cup as a project that you had to be like an America to host it. No. So we are taking all of those to FIFA to change the orientation that poor countries can also host the World Cup. Poor countries can benefit from the World Cup. It is not just the World Cup for the rich, football for the rich as it is in Europe. Football is going on here. What are we benefiting?
In terms of African football, improving the fortunes of African football, what do you think we need to do such that we could one day play in the finals of the World Cup?
To play in the finals of the World Cup, I'll just give you this small analogy. Football is a very simple game. You need the space and you need the shoes to play. That's all football is about. The space, the shoe. The ball is there, common to everybody. Every other thing you see is really irrelevant. The most important part of it, the training, the playing in an organized fashion, you do on the pitch of play. That's where it is. Recently, Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast wanted to play in Nigeria. They said they should play in Lagos. Cote d'Ivoire just sent and said, we can't play in Lagos because you people use artificial turf. They are taking the thing to Port Harcourt. But the Port Harcourt turf, which they have chosen to play on, which is one of the best in Nigeria, is not as good as one of 35 football fields in the University of Manchester. They have 35 football fields. The worst of Manchester United football fields is better than the best we have in Nigeria. For as long as our pitches don't allow us to play in a constructive way, you can rehearse over and over and do things over and over and master them, but you go onto the field and you just play anyhow, our game would never reach that standard, go beyond that plateau where we are now. So we have to start to emphasize. In the Congo, in Benin, in Togo, in Ivory Coast, they don't have the right pitches. It's as simple as that.
Do you think they have the funds?
That's why FIFA has tremendous funds. FIFA has too much money. They should use that money to develop the poor nations of the world. They should use that money, as the United Nations promised in 2004, to use football, the power of football, to remove or reduce or eliminate illiteracy, health, hunger and poverty in the world, create employment for the youth, do all of those massive things, because there's too much money in FIFA. And where is the money going to? Private pockets. That's why we have the crisis we have now. People are enriching themselves, sustaining their terrible habits at that level without looking at those who actually are the owners of the game. The owners are the players, the fans, the officials, not the rich people at the top who are controlling everything, keeping themselves perpetually in office, dispensing favors to people who are around them, forming the cartels that enslaves everything and everybody. No. A Nigerian presidency, me as president of FIFA, would decentralize all of that, would provide integrity. I'm not a thief. My country people can vouch for me. I'm going to do things that are right. And the third one in particular is going to benefit tremendously from me as president of FIFA. That's what I want to offer. And finally, just the dream, the aspect of the dream. In 1985, some young Nigerian boys, unknown to people, went to China and came back winning. Nobody knew them. Nobody gave them a chance. I'm telling all youths of this country that they should dream big. If the only thing they can take away from me coming out to say I want to be president of FIFA is the fact that a Nigerian can actually become president of FIFA, I think I am fulfilled. Okay,
so the dream will continue then, so perhaps you should dream big, start small, act now. Thank you very much indeed for coming on. Segun Odegbami is the FIFA presidential candidate. We wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.